Hey guys, welcome back to another video about my different computer projects and special things such as this one. This one is that little boarding computer I was talking about in the other video. It currently has a Pentium 4. It's running at 2.6 gigahertz. There was a 2.4 in there, but I upgraded it to the 2.6 just because I had it laying around, so free upgrade there. It has 2 gigs of memory installed there. Basically all I use this for is just a Minecraft server. So, or server for whatever game that me and my friends are currently playing on. Right now it just has this Western Digital hard drive on there. It's a 320 gigabyte one there. I also use this for storing downloads and stuff like that, so I have everything routed here. So, if I download something on my main computer, it goes straight here, and that way it doesn't take up a lot of space on my main computer, and I have, all that space free there. It also has another 250 gig hard drive in there. If you can see down right in there. It's right next to the other one there. The power supply is not from the computer that I got this out of. It's from another HP. The computer that I originally stole most of these parts from it had the fan on the outside of the case, and it definitely wouldn't fit in there where I wanted it to go. But yeah, I pretty much came up with this idea just because I had a few broken computers lying around. One with a good motherboard, one with a good processor. The 2.4 that was in the other one had overheated and would no longer run. Had a few extra hard drives laying around, the extra power supply out of that broken HP that has a bad motherboard. I hope to just replace the capacitors on there, and hopefully that should fix it there. As you can see, this one is going to need it soon too. I don't know if yeah, that guy right there. I gotta order out a few of those, and hopefully that shouldn't be too difficult, especially with the board out like this. All you gotta do is remove screws at each corner there, and that should lift it right out. But yeah, so that's pretty much the story about this guy. Nothing too special about it. It runs everything pretty decently. It does have a AGP slot and 3 PCI slots there. There used to be a video card in this computer, but for my purposes, the integrated video works fine. In fact, most of the time I just have it connected via Ethernet, and then I just have like TeamViewer or some other similar remote desktop service client on it, so I can just log into it, change a few settings, and that seems to work pretty good. No SATA connectors on it. It's pretty old motherboard. It's I had the number down there. It came out of an old Gateway, so I can't imagine it's anything too special. But go ahead and plug it in and give you guys a demo here. I thought I would just go over a few things on how I built this thing. Basically, just kind of off-the-cuff project. I just had some extra pieces of wood laying around. I had the parts, so I just started cutting things up. And I measured it out pretty good, so everything came out decently close to size. It definitely is not perfect in its construction. As you can see, I had a few mishaps with trying to nail it together, and that definitely did not work, and it ended up just splitting the wood. So what I did is I just took some screws and bolted it together. There's one over there too. There's one on the bottom. There's 2 on the bottom side there that hold that support in there. And then for the drives, I couldn't really mount them per se, but if you look right there, I basically just have some double-sided tape, and that wedges it in there really good. I mean, like, it's pretty stable. I mean, like, it's not going to be falling out anytime soon. I basically did the same thing with the other one there. I just kind of spread it, just kind of like tweaked the wood a little bit, and then slid it in there, and then let it collapse on it, and it pinched it right in there. It's really secure. And then for the motherboard, I basically just picked 4 spots, made some little wooden standoffs, and made sure that they're not, rubbing on anything on the bottom. Make sure you're not putting any unneeded pressure on anything. And there's the other guy, and then one more right over there. And so that seems to be working great. I mean, haven't had any problems with anything, falling off or breaking. But yeah. Alright guys, here we got it all hooked up there, got the power supply plugged in, got the Ethernet cable in there so I can go ahead and log on to it. I couldn't get my VGA cable to reach from my monitor there, and I don't feel like undoing it from back there. So I'm just going to go ahead and power it on, and then I'll just go ahead and log into TeamViewer once I get it up there. So let's go ahead and power this guy on. I have not made a switch for it yet, so I have to go ahead and just touch these two pins with the screwdriver, and it fires right up there. Another thing I want to do is install a resistor on that fan there, because I never really do anything too CPU intensive on this thing, so it never really gets warm at all. So I just want to drop the fan speed a little bit because it is a little loud, but everything else seems to be working pretty good there. And on this motherboard we do have the standard PS2, USB, parallel, serial, onboard, Ethernet, 2 USB, and just onboard audio. There's nothing too fancy there. But then hopefully once this thing gets all fired up, I should be able to log right into it. I have it set up so everything just automatically runs the servers I have running on there, and then just the TeamViewer client. And that seems to be working pretty good so far. I have run into some weird issues with TeamViewer though, like where if the computer's running the same version, it won't let me log on, which has caused a few problems. But I am looking for a better client to hook up, all my computers together with. So far that one's been the easiest though, but it has given me those problems, so that's one thing to look out for. So, but if you guys have any suggestions on better clients to use, that would be much appreciated. Alright guys, there we are. It's all up and running here. As you can see, I got the TeamViewer client open there. And everything seems to work pretty good. Nothing too fancy, but as you can see, I got my Minecraft client there going. You guys don't know my external IP, so you guys can't log on to it. But I doubt anyone would really want to, but got a server, you got the download folder there that I send everything to, so I don't have to keep a bunch of crap on my computer. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Everything seems to be working pretty good. Yeah, so that's a wooden computer for you. So there it is back in its spot, happily chugging away at what it does best, next to the HP MediaSmart server there and a few other chassis of other computers. Got a few more projects up there. Actually, that's the gateway that it came out of. But, so, thanks for watching guys, and leave a comment, a rating, whatever you guys want to do. And let me know if you guys want to see any other videos in particular, or let me know.